Speaking of a guy with a goofy-looking partner, Officer Barb Brady interviewed Chris Jericho in the dinner circle, except for Sammy. Sammy wasn't there. And they're cutting promos on Daniel Garcia and 2.0. I remember all those times where the Nation of Domination always cut promos on Kai and Ty, don't you? Eddie Kingston comes in, and he wants Garcia. He's mad at Garcia, too. But he's also not happy with Chris Jericho because Kingston says Santana and Ortiz, because remember, they used to be friends because they're all from New York on the streets or whatever. And Kingston's been in about 16 different groups. They won't leave him a set of friends. But Santana and Ortiz, according to Kingston, are not the World Tag Team Champions because of Jericho. And you know, that's a perceptive thought because remember last week, after that bloody, stinking, rotten tag team title change between the Lucha Brothers and Jungle Boy and Dino Douche, the match had the stench of grisly death on it all the way through. It was rotten. Then they hospitalized the one Lucha Brother, and they had all the teams come out on the stage to look at the new champions. And that's Brian, I said, have you ever seen a worse tag team division in any promotion? I mean, like backyard championship wrestling from Cleveland, you know, had Joe and Bill and his brother Tom as their manager, but a real company with a worse tag team division, I don't think has ever existed. And when we were naming all the teams, we forgot about Santana and Ortiz because since they have been Jericho's flunkies in his group and maybe have had one tag team match in the last 6 months on television, they've been mostly forgotten about, haven't they?
They're never used as a tag team. Every now and then a multi-person match. I don't know what they do on YouTube, but I would have been using them a lot more and a lot differently. And I think some of what Eddie Kingston said, while certainly for performance, there's a lot of truth in it. And I also think the difference in promos between Eddie Kingston and Jericho here were night and day. One guy was very, very real, and if the other guy had been too, it would have really made this something.
Well, but Jericho couldn't be real because then he'd have to admit, yeah, everything you're saying is true. I've buried all these fucking guys to keep myself over. But that Santana and Ortiz, can you imagine a long multi-match program with Santana and Ortiz and FTR? Santana and Ortiz wouldn't be like the Lucha Brothers. They can work like Americans. They can get it. They can have matches. They haven't been given the opportunity. So, and there was another team that we completely forgot about also, and I'm trying to remember now who it was because I've forgotten again. But they show you 2.0 and the Lucha Brothers and Jungle Boy and Dino Douche and you know, and we're going to see the Acclaimed later on, and Private Party. At least we don't have to watch them on TV anymore. But these rotten outlaw indie style tag teams, and the ones that they have that can go, you never get a chance to see them. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I forgot because the Hardley Boys are in charge of the tag team division, and they don't like competition, especially when they're not as good as any of the competition. MJF came out and did a promo. Next week, we're going to give the people what they want. CM Punk versus Shawn Spears. Did you notice after that, Brian, that back in the back, again now, together, the Hardley Boys, Bobby Fish, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Britt Baker's in there too. And now they're all together and they're talking about the Puddin' Gang and the people that have wronged them. So they've forgotten about their inner turmoil.
And they're doing their bad comedy with the Brandon Cutler thing, which is so hysterical.
Yes, where Adam doesn't know what his name is, or one of them doesn't know. Maybe it's O'Reilly. Doesn't know what his name is.
So lame. I'm sorry none of you got laid in high school. Like, seriously, what is this? This is awful.
Well, now, come on. You know Adam Cole got laid in high school, and so did Fish and probably O'Reilly. It's just the other guys that are...
It's the guys who come up with the creative I'm talking about.
The professional virgins.